It's the 198th day of heroic fight of Ukraine. It's Natalia Staroprava with you, and we continue the series of briefings in Media Center Ukraine. The school students site project will start in Lviv region, and I would like to give the floor to Oleh Paska, Director of the Education and Science Department of Lviv Oblast Military Administration. Could you please tell us more about what we have just seen and what does this project mean for Lviv schools? Good morning. Well, first of all, thank you. And I would like to express my gratitude to the Department of Healthcare of Lviv Oblast for our joint project because the problem of division in the school students is very important, especially considering the fact that practical is starting from the preschool age. These children have been using various gadgets, and we have selected several schools to research how mm, the situation will, with their vision, will improve, hopefully, of course, after taking the respective measures. And at the end of the academic year, we will summarize the results of the research and we will present the results of this project and then take the respective decisions. Thank you. Thank you, and I would like to give the floor to Orest Chemerys, Director of the Healthcare Department of Lviv Oblast Military Administration. Could you please tell us more about the project and what actually led to implementation of this project? Good morning. I would also like to express my extreme gratitude to the colleagues because this is a really topical problem, and as Oleh has already mentioned, we have encountered the problem that children have been using gadgets almost since their birth, and this digitalization is uh, extending. And in addition to having some advantages, it has a number of disadvantages and some consequences which we can prevent. And in connection with the pandemic, which we have been discussing today in the morning, it is the third academic year that many children have been learning online. And therefore, it is very important to monitor the situation and to make sure that children are healthy. Thanks to the Armed Forces of Ukraine, Lviv region has done a lot for the study process to begin on site so that the children go back to school. That's very important from the point of view of physical health and also from the point of view of mental health, because in addition to communicating through video connection, the children should have the opportunity to communicate in real life situations. And as parents, we should make sure that our children are healthy. And in case their physical health deteriorates, we diagnose everything in time and prevent further aggravation. So this project is aimed at timely prevention and at taking care that our children are physically and mentally healthy. Thank you. And I would like to give the floor to Natalia Ivanchenko, head of the Lviv Oblast Disease Control and Prevention Center of the Ministry of Health of Ukraine. Um, could you please tell us about the process of checking the vision of the school students? Glory to Ukraine. Most of us have children, and the children are the best we can have in life. So we do our best to make sure that our children are happy and healthy. And the success of these efforts depends on how expert and how multidisciplinary the team works on certain measures. So I would like to thank to Oleh Paska and to Orest Chemerys for the possibility to establish this multidisciplinary team of experts, which will work for the sake of preserving the health of our school children. When we did literature review, we found the information that there are many factors which can impact the deterioration of vision in school students. And this includes also untimely detection of certain problems and also the lack of exercises for the eyes, also the lack of attention to lighting in the room. And it's also is correlated with the seating in the room. So we have determined a number of measures which will be taken in certain schools of Lviv regions. Each intervention will be done once every 3 months. So there will be a team of the optometricians who will come to the school and check the eyesight of these children. As if they notice any problems with that, they will provide their recommendations what should be done to eliminate these problems as soon as possible or to eliminate a negative factor impacting that. Then we'll have experts who will come and measure the illumination intensity in classrooms. If the blinds are too dark and prevent the light from coming in, or if the tables stand at the wrong distance from the light, they will provide recommendations how to improve that. And there are also recommendations where to seat the students depending on their eyesight and depending on their height. The experts will also teach the teachers and the parents and the children themselves to do the exercises for eyes, especially after using computers or smartphones to decrease the load on the eye muscles. And also, the experts will follow how these recommendations are implemented and analyze the results every 3 months. And by the end of the academic year, we will be able to provide certain summaries. And if everything is okay, we will spread the recommendations to all schools in Lviv region to make sure that we preserve the vision of our school children and to make sure that their eyesight does not deteriorate as a result of the study process. Should anyone have any questions, please raise your hands. I have the following question. How does the deterioration of eyesight, is the deterioration of eyesight a problem for Ukrainian school children and for school children in Lviv region in particular? And back in 2017, we had an in-depth analysis in Lviv Oblast, and the children who were going to the first year of studies at school and the school leavers were analyzed. So 12.6% had their eyesight deteriorated after the study process. So that's what we did in 2017 in Lviv region, and we also have similar results in Ukraine as of 2010 and 2012, and it's about 15%, 14, 15%. But according to the analysis of the research done in the US, a very significant role is played not by the yearly examination by an optometrician, but by timely identification of the problems with eyesight when a child uses gadgets like computers or, well, smartphones for a long time. If we find it at early stages, then we will be able to prevent further deterioration of eyesight. So the question of how long a child of a certain age may use a smartphone or a computer are very important. And of course, we can't control the situation at home. That depends on the parents whether they follow our recommendations or not. But what concerns the safe study process at school, this is something that we can do if we work as a single team together with the teachers, together with the doctors, and together with the parents. And it would be even very good if the children also got this understanding that if they do this and that, then they will preserve good eyesight. So I think that together, all these things could lead to the improvement of eyesight in school children. Statistically, could you name the number of school children who have problems with eyesight? Well, at present, I have only the information of this 2017 research. In the process of this pilot project, we will obtain new up-to-date information about the children who go to school now. And there are many questions to parents who spend a lot of time with their children. How can the parents control the situation? What should they pay attention to prevent the deterioration of eyesight in their children? Well, first of all, the parents have to be attentive to the children. If a child is watching TV all the time, it's most probably uh, well, and if the child sits close to the TV, it means that probably they can't see from a larger distance. The same goes for a computer or a smartphone. If the smartphone is very close to their eyes, that means that probably something is wrong. And also the time of the use of these gadgets, depending on the age, well, these recommendations will be developed and provided to the parents. We will provide the information about the safe period of use of gadgets, which will not negatively impact on the students' eyesight. We also have the new wave of coronavirus and also the seasonal diseases, the incidence of seasonal diseases raising. So, how is it connected with eyesight, and what vitamins should be taken to preserve your eyesight? You have to eat rationally. The parents should take care of the food the children eat. So you probably shouldn't eat burgers 3 times a day, but if you eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, colorful vegetables, if you have balanced amount of proteins and carbohydrates and so on, then you don't need any additional medications to improve eyesight. What concerns the seasonal diseases, including coronavirus, do they have any impact on the eyesight? Well, they don't there is no correlation between coronavirus and eyesight. At least it hasn't been researched yet. It may have some impact on behavior. For example, if the child reads books while hiding, well, in a dark corner, for example, that may have an impact on their eyesight. If they are using smartphones on tablets for a long time, that impacts their eyesight. If they don't follow the recommended regime and balance between well, active exercise and rest periods, that has also impact. Measles also impacts the eyesight, but that's already the topic of a different discussion. But coronavirus doesn't have any direct impact on the eyesight. Thank you. We had Oleh Paska, Director of the Education and Science Department of Lviv Oblast Military Administration, Orest Chemerys, Director of the Healthcare Department of Lviv Oblast Military Administration, and Natalia Ivanchenko, Head of the Lviv Oblast Disease Control and Prevention Center of the Ministry of Health of Ukraine, Epidemiology and Vaccinal Prevention Expert of the Healthcare Department of Lviv Oblast Military Administration. Thank you for this meeting. Thank you for this discussion, and we'll meet at 11 o'clock for a discussion with about the organizers of the Lviv